Hey people, welcome to the video. This is my experiences of what made me shift to doing 75 hard and basically the catalyst and basically the origin of why. So 2 years ago I found out that I was type 2 diabetic. And prior to that my life was, I had a lot of depression going on. I went through a divorce. I've lost quite a few friends, probably about 12, 13 friends, of course, of 4 years, 9 and 7 months during my divorce, and that affected me greatly and made me really, really sad. I also experienced, I think, the first woman that I dated post ex-wife, finding out that she took her life, and this greatly affected me. Also, another person that I looked up to back home when in the military, and I thought he was a very strong individual. And I saw his picture in the police blotter one day. Then he got a drunk driving situation happen, and then 3 months later, I read about his suicide. So a lot of dark stuff that was happening, and that made me kind of recess into a hole after I got my 2 bedroom apartment, and I was just kind of like chilling and hiding from life. I was just going to work, going home, and doing the bare minimum, hiding from basically everybody. And I've had friends reach out and talk to me. Prior to this, I living in an apartment. I lived actually in a friend's biotech lab for like 8 months off and on, kind of getting myself pieced back together. And I'm thankful for the friends that I had that helped me with that transition while I was getting myself on a better place. But started hitting a lot of depression and started going in a direction that I don't like. And then after post ex-wife, dating the girl that I did, and then her taking her life, that affected me even more. I had like 7 people pass away in 9 months during that divorce period before her, and then just random people were either taking their life, had a health situation that took their life, or um, drunk driving, just stupid, random things that happened to them, and it affected me. And I went dark, and I would have friends that would reach out to me and talk to me, and got pretty isolated at that moment in time. Uh, so fast forward, I find out that I'm type 2 diabetic, and I found out at work the morning that I found out, I had a Mountain Dew and 2 honey buns. The breakfast of freaking champions, right? And I didn't feel good, and I started feeling like I was having stroke-like symptoms. Wasn't able to form words and articulate. I was having a hard time getting them out. I got help, went to the HR, they checked my blood pressure, they said it was fine. They took me to uh, an urgent care, they checked me out, said they took a glucometer, tested my blood, said you're at 415, you need to go to ER. They checked me out, and they filled me with 2 bags of saline solution, and they gave me glipizide, and it helped lower everything down. Then I went from glipizide to metformin, and I was happy after I saw my doctor, and he's like, "We can get this handled. It's type 2 diabetes. And if you work on your diet and your exercise, we can get this handled." So that scare kind of like jumped me up out of the situation I was in. With that, I started consuming a lot of YouTube content and listening to motivational videos, and it's great if you do that, but if you don't have application, it doesn't do anything for you. So I decided that I was going to get better, and I'm from the Midwest, and I'm from a rural area. So my town I grew up, it was like 40,000 people. The town I was born in was like 5,000 people. So doing hard work and getting things handled is how we do things back home. So I just figured, well, fine, I'm full bore. I'm gonna go at this. I'm gonna lose the weight. I'm gonna feel better and be done. And that was a joke. I lost 30 pounds in like a month and a half. And then when I got down close to 40, I started getting really, really sick. I was just eating, like, what was it, shredded chicken, and I got rid of every processed thing out of my house. And I did away with like all carbs, processed carbs. And I was even like lacking on fruits and vegetables. And so it was very keto-ish like, and it was making me sick. I lost so much weight that my body was out of whack, had a homeostatic imbalance, which caused me to have some internal issues where it was a hormone issue, because that affect type 2 diabetes, and diabetes in itself, it's an endocrine imbalance, right? Because your body is having a hard time producing insulin from the pancreas, so you get sick. So I was emotional. I was like all over the place, and one of the guys at work was like, "Man, what's your problem? You are emotional." And I started working on that, and I just ended up going and talking to the doctor, and the doctor was checking me out, and he goes, "Well, what's your glucometer been saying?" I said, "Oh, I've been hitting around 55, 60, 70. And he goes, "That's not good." And he goes, "We have you on the lowest amount of medication." So I didn't like where I was going, and they put me on FMLA. And I was on FMLA for a long time, for almost a year, because there'd be days that I was terrible. I was very lightheaded. I didn't feel safe driving. I felt very sick. And I worked on to having a more balanced diet, and I worked on introducing healthier carbs to my diet, and making sure my fat wasn't too high, and then it was more of a low carb, a low fat diet, which helped me keep off some of the weight. But then I ended up gaining some weight back, because there'd be days that I just didn't want to do anything. There'd be weeks that I didn't want to do anything. With that, I started, like I said, I was watching YouTube videos, and I saw How to Beast and David De La Rena's and his content, and I liked the workouts that he would put in. I liked the cinematic videos that it came off with, and I loved his content, and it was very positive, but you saw people doing work. And a lot of videos that I saw, it was people doing the work. So there's always a lot of positive content out there, but there's no secret to getting healthy quick. It's consistent hard work, and that's what it has been taking, and it's what I've been doing, and I've been moving forward in this process. And a lot of my friends that I have, and people that care about me, and people that look up to me, I feel like I owe them, and I owe myself a better life to do what I need to do. So the process in the last couple of years is to get healthy and get fit. So I was having issues of getting through the 3-day program, a 3-day a week program for 12 weeks. I was having car situation. Then I was riding my bike, and I ate crap. I wrecked hard. And then 1 week I was like, I need to get a car. So I bought a new car like a month later after my car went out. I got a new car, and then it was just transitioning, and then I just started doing um, the Beastly app following that, and I would start a month and I'd fall off, start a month, fall off, start a month, fall off, and then I just got through it, and I did 12 weeks where I didn't miss a day. So I have some momentum, and I'm feeling great about myself. And I have friends that would reach out to me that would deal with other people that have passed away in their life, whether that's suicide, and they would talk to me and reach out to me. And there's people that have gone through divorce, and they would reach out and talk to me, and I was giving them information of the things that I did start doing, and things I thought they should refrain, and things that they should do to get better. And so I felt like I owe a lot of people that cared about me and loved me. I have a responsibility not only to them but myself to be the best version of myself. So I've been putting this work in, and 75 Hard, it came about. I was seeing other people that I was associated with that was doing 75 Hard, and I was like, what in the world is this all about? And so I checked on it. I was like, oh, this is a challenge. And so on the last day, I was like, I'm going to start this Monday. And on my last day on the Beastly app, I said, no, you're going to do this today. So no breaks. Just jump from that. Did that the next day. I started the 6-day advance push-pull legs off of the Beastly app, where I do one rest day where I'm it's not really a rest day, it's an active recovery day where I'm doing stretching, some HIIT program, and some light weightlifting, and then a run jogs. So I'll do that, and I was doing that on my rest day, and then on my second workout I'm outside doing jog, run, push-ups, sit-ups, and everything like that. So my hardest days have been 10 to 14. 10 was where I was forming a blister on the bottom of my foot near like the middle toe, and it was like 3/4 of the front of my foot. I could feel that blister coming up. By day 13, it was like I might have to drain it, and I already know people are like, you shouldn't drain a blister. I was like, well, with my lab techniques that I've developed, I figured I could sterilize the area, sterilize the needle, drain it if I had to. Day 14, I wake up and it's gone, dissipated. It was reabsorbed, and I was excited. Day 21 and day 22, they have been rough. Day 21, I had a lot of things crammed. I had a lot of things to get done, and I didn't schedule everything out like I needed to, so I ended up having to work out extra, and I was getting near the end of work on day 21. I'm like, it's 1:30, I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna go handle my business and enjoy the day, and then my key fob on my car went out, and it ended up costing me over $300. And it cost me quite a few hours because I had to go to the dealership to get a new one. I called around and looked, and the dealership had it. And then I live in a sketch neighborhood, so I can't put that off. So I wasn't going to leave my car unlocked outside because the previous car that I had, it got vandalized and destroyed. And that's one of the other reasons I got rid of it instead of fixing it. So I was calling a locksmith and looking around, and I couldn't find a locksmith to do it. And then one called me at like 8:30, and he said he'd show up, and he showed up around 9:30. Ended up getting it done around like 10 something. Cost me more money, a lot more money. So like I said, in total it cost me over $300 to get the situation done and handled. And then I'm like, I gotta go. So I drove. I was like, Tempe Town Lake, because at least there's a lot more people there, and I kind of live, like I said, in a sketch neighborhood, so I wasn't gonna go to a local park at that situation, just to avoid any potential dumb stuff. So I'm sitting there running, doing push-ups, sit-ups. I found a ledge that is basically like a sitting ledge, like a partial wall, and I'm doing kind of like wall push-ups off of it, but concentrating on my triceps, wall sits, high knees, body squats, and just getting my heart pumped up. And I did that for 45 minutes. And I did some walking, and I did some jogging too. But when it started raining, I was like, I'm not jogging because I'm not gonna slip, because I'm not gonna smash my knee and get bursitis in my knee again from dumb stuff. So I got that workout handled, got through the day. Yesterday was cake. Today isn't so bad. But I kind of wanted to encourage everybody that is doing this program. And I would like to hear your guys' catalyst of what got you guys started, what your goals for this, and what are you planning to do after 75 hard, and how you're going to make these skills applicable to your life post 75 hard. With that, family, I hope you have a great one and a great Sunday and the beginning of the week, and stay hard.